Welcome. Today we will attempt to have a comprehensive view of the Vedic systems, Vedic knowledge organization, Vedic systems parallel to which are the Vedic mathematical systems. The whole range of creations, transcendence therefrom, and the existence phenomenon is being approached by Vedic systems within creator's space. Creator's space is real force space. Hypercube 4 is the representative regular body of Hypercube 4. As there is a transcendental origin of the creator's space, as such, this fourth transcendence takes place at the origin seat of the creator's space. It is this explosion which fought at the transcendental origin seat within creator's space, because of which there happens a transcendental cavity. It is this cavity which is bridged by the self-referral domain. So the comprehensive view of Vedic mathematical domain would mean to glimpse self-referral format within creator's space. Let us sit comfortably. Let us be very specific as that comprehensive view of Vedic mathematical domain would mean glimpsing self-referral format within creator's space. See, creator's space is a spatial order space. It has solid order origin. There happens explosion transcendence at the solid order origin seat within spatial order creator's space. It is this explosion which, because of the spatial order, has further explosion, sequential explosion, serial explosion, which happens at the origin seat, the self-referral seat of the transcendental origin itself. Therefore, this explosion phenomenon, this Visfort, is firstly taking place at the transcendental origin seat of a creator's space, and in continuity thereof, there happens a explosion at the self-referral origin seat within the transcendental domain. Therefore, it is with this comprehensive view we will be having sufficient insight and appropriate enlightenment about the Vedic order, Vedic systems, Vedic organizations, parallel to which is Vedic mathematical domain, Vedic mathematical order, Vedic mathematical systems, Vedic mathematical processing steps. The exercise of today is to glimpse this reality. For it, let us first of all sit comfortably and pose to ourselves as to why it looks to us that the space in which we are existing is a solid order, is a solid domain space, a linear order space. Why we feel we stand confined in terms of the mental state of a linear order which does not permit us to go beyond these constraints. These constraints are like the constraints of four walls, floor, and roof of a room for the person within a room. When one is sitting within a room, one acquires mental state of a linear order because of the spatial surfaces, means walls, floor, and roof. Six spatial surfaces of a cube, hypercubes. Three are responsible for our mental state of a linear order. We have to transcend this mental state. To transcend this mental state, we, as a first step, come out of the room. Once we will be out of the room, then the cube will be left behind. We will be in the open space. This space is not going to have the constraints and limitations of the spatial surfaces of a cube hypercube 3. It is this dispensation, it is this step of dissolution of the linear order which will take us to a mental state of a creator's space. It is here where our initial mental state of linear order will melt, and we will be having our intelligence field of the creator's space. Means we will be having firm comprehension, firm glimpsing, as that the space in which we are existing while coming out of a room, it is a creator's space, it is a force space. However, when we will continue remaining in a space outside three space, then with a reasonable period of time, it again will result into another mental state, that is the mental state of a creative order, that is of a spatial order. To transcend that limitation, to dissolve the limitation of the spatial order or of the solid boundaries of hypercube of 4, we have to transcend out of that four-space domain. Moment we will be outside the four-space domain, we will be realizing blissfully as that our existence is within a five space, within a transcendental space, within a space of a solid order. It is this sequential melting of the mental states which is going to be the ultimate net result for the sadhakas who will be through the Vedic mathematics as a mainstream discipline of knowledge. Therefore, to have a firm comprehension, to have the full insight, to have appropriate enlightenment about this reach of reality of the existence phenomenon of a four space and of existence phenomenon of a five space, we have to be along the enlightenment path of the Creator Himself. The enlightenment path of the Creator is that one shall sit comfortably and meditate within the cavity of one's own heart at the transcendental seat, that is, at the seat of the transcendental Lord, Lord Shiv, the seat of transcendental Lord within the cavity of one's heart is a seat which, with the explosion as such, puts a graceful privilege for Lord Brahma to multiply as 10 Brahmas. It is this phenomenon of enlightenment which deserves to be comprehended well and also deserves to be fully imbibed. It is with imbibing of this graceful moments of Creator Himself multiplying 10 times with the grace of the Transcendental Lord. Therefore, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of work with the grace of the Transcendental Lord as well will be in a position to melt the limitations of the creators of space, and one will be having an intelligence field of the order of the transcendental space. However, the enlightenment attainment is not to be taken as a full satisfaction up till this stage, as the further enlightenment is the enlightenment of the Transcendental Lord Himself. Within the cavity of heart of the Transcendental Lord is the seat of the self-referral Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiv, the Transcendental Lord, the presiding deity of five space, meditates within the cavity of his own heart at the self-referral seat of Lord Vishnu, and with the grace of the Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiv, the Transcendental Lord, multiplies as 12 Aditya, the 12 lingam. This simultaneous phenomenon of 12 Jyotirlingam transiting, transforming as Dwadas Adityas is the feature which is to be the blissful, graceful attainment for the sadhakas who will be through the full course of Vedic mathematics as a mainstream discipline. Therefore, the first and the only step, the first and the only path for the sadhakas to be parallel with the Vedic systems to attain sequential melting of their mental states to be parallel with the Creator's order, transcendental order, and self-referral order is that one shall follow the enlightenment path of the Creator's Himself, Lord Creator, the Transcendental Lord, and self-referral Lord, Trimurti, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiv, and Lord Vishnu. Tirloki, our universe, is sustained, is renovated, and is being put in this state as it is because of the sequential integrated grace of Trimurti. Sadhakas shall be on this enlightenment path. With this, the intelligence field of the sadhakas will be of sequential unfolding phases and stages when at the self-referral phase and stage of Dwadas Adityas transiting and transforming into Dwadas Jyotirlingam, there will be a consciousness foundation for the intelligence field. It is the chip, the consciousness organ which will sustain the man, the intelligence mind. It is this reach which is to provide the comprehensive view. Now, how this comprehensive view is being subject matter of the instructions of the intelligence of the Vedic mathematics, we can see that O, the soul syllable O, is of TC value 16, and there are 16 Ganita Sutras. Gayatri, the source mantra, the formulation Gayatri as well is of TCV 16 and is of the organization Gay TCV 7, 3, TCV 9, 7 plus 9, which is the organization of the text of Ganita Sutra 1, Eka Adhikain Purve. Formulation Eka Adhikain is a composition of 9 letters, while the formulation Purve is a composition of 7 letters. Step ahead, Pranavayu, life birth. The pair of formulations Pran and Vayu lead to the pair of TC values 16 and 13 together as 29 parallel to the TC value of Brahma and explicit as pair 16 and 13 is parallel to the values of 16 sutras and 13 Upsutras. This, as such, will provide us an insight, faith, confidence, Shraddha, Nishtha, both will follow. And in terms of the same, in terms of the transcendental push of the same, we will be on the mathematical domain format as the Vedic mathematics text is composed in a Devanagari Varnamala. Therefore, when we will have a glimpse at the formulation Devanagari Varnamala, it leads us to the TC values 41 plus 36 is equal to 77, and the 42 letters of Devanagari alphabet has 9 vowels, 25 Varga consonants, 4 Anthastha letters and 4 Ushmana letters of TC value 206. So 77 plus 206 is equal to 283, which is parallel to the total letters of the text of 16 Ganita Sutras. It is here where one may have a pause, and when we will go ahead for a transcendence from such manifested creations of format, we will be having the format of 8 Yama letters, which again provide us TC value 100, which is parallel with the format of Panch Mahabhut, Surya and Dhruv of TC value 30, and total range of 383 as such is going to be the fruit of the integrated mathematical domain of Ganita Sutras. Now let us sit comfortably and visit Gayatri Mantra text and see as is tabulated here. This takes us to total TC value as 283 2 parallel to the text of Ganita Sutras of 283 letters as the Sutra 1 with a rule 1 more than before will take us from 282 to 83. See how the formulation Gayatri is taking us to 7 plus 9 as is the composition text of Ekadhike Purve, and how the TCV values of the text of Gayatri Mantra is taking us 282 plus 1 is equal to 283. A step ahead when we will glimpse the Maheshwara Sutras organization as 14 sutras of the 42 letters of the Devanagari alphabet format, then it will be blissful that we will having a reach for the composite summation value of the TC values of all the 14 sutras as 283, precisely parallel to the total letters of the text of 16 Ganita Sutras, and a step further ahead when we will be face to face with the Saraswati mantras, 10 Saraswati mantras, and we see it will be taking us to the total value 380, which is 61 more than the 283, and it is this reach of the Saraswati mantras, 10 in number, as the 10 creative components of the boundary of the transcendental domain. So a reach from the creative boundary strip off in the outer space as of TC value 61 will bring us face to face with as to how blissful is the reach of the organization formats of the text of the Ganita Sutras. And finally, when we will be having a comprehensive reach as it is, then we will feel that we are in a mental state to be parallel with unified Vedic mathematical domain scriptures. The aim is that we shall be in a position to be parallel with the Vedic scriptures. The Vedic mathematics domain scriptures are going to be the ultimate text, material, values, formats, and that being so, today I am indicating as that the first of such scriptures which we may be glimpsing is the Pingal Chand Vedanga. There are 6 Vedangas, and Pingal Chand Vedanga is one of them. Therefore, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity efforts to be parallel with the Vedic systems, Vedic mathematics, Vedic sciences, Vedic technologies shall approach unified Vedic mathematical scriptures, first of which being taken is Pingal Chand Vedanga. Then see, it is here, it is arithmetic, algebra, geometry, manifestation and transcendence. All the 5 features are the 5 mathematical tools. These are 5 mathematical formats. These are 5 mathematical processes. These are 5 mathematical domains which are being simultaneously taken up as the available values in terms of which the scripture is providing us a reach for having filters for Jyoti flow from orb of the sun and its reach up till the core of the earth. So the Vedic mathematical domain is being approached as applied value parallel with the pure value here in Pingal Chand Vedang, which will be providing us of filters for the Jyoti flow from the orb of sun and having its reach not only up till the core of the earth but also in a reverse orientation and reach back up till the orb of the sun. There are in all 63 chand, 42 and 21. These 63 filters are the filters which are parallel with the TCV value of first transcendental mantra Om Namah Shivaya. 16 and 15 and 32. 16, 32 and 15. Om Namah Shivaya. 63. This TC value 63 is parallel with the 63 filters of the Jyoti which are being worked out and which are available for the enriched and blissful existence phenomenon of our solar universe parallel with the existence phenomenon within human frame. Yatha Pinde, Tatha Brahmande, Yatha Brahmande, Tatha Pinde. Tomorrow, in the next session, we shall be having visit to the organization format features and other values of Pingal Chand Vedanga as the first unified Vedic mathematical domain scripture, which is to be blissfully availed by us with utmost thanks for our ancestors who have preserved this values reservoir for us and has handed it over to us as a gift from the ancestors to the coming generations. Thank you very much.